What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day. A quick one here on net gas, gold, silver, crude oil, starting with natural gas. We've been having some insane move out of commodities, including gold, silver, crude oil. All these commodities has been moving perfectly fine. Even the reports I've sent to the members, they have played out really nicely, and I'm going to show that over the weekend's video. So we have a lot to cover over the weekend's video. Make sure you watch that to learn some entries and what I look personally to take an entries. Now, what do we have right here? So price hit the level of major resistance, actually not a major, a minor resistance, and then nicely pulled back down, back to my support zone right here, from where it forms a bullish engulfing pattern. Swing low, bullish engulfing pattern. So first, let me show you the clip from my last video so that we can connect the dots from there. And we are pushing higher. We have not still broken above the recent highs, which is right there. We are still at the area where we might see a possible rejection, which is not very likely. I'm still looking at my level above, which is right here, 4.658 goes up to 4.867. Again, that is not a major level. Now, from this area, I will just look for the little scalp, sell trade, and then a continuation towards the next major level. For now, just focus on this level above for the possible sell entries. For the buy entries, we are still bullish. Nice bullish engulfer. This candle can go all the way up to this level of resistance. Now, we are now in the level of resistance, and we can see a possible correction, retracement, and right here, once the price hit this rejection box, expect some pullbacks. That doesn't mean we are reversing. This pullback could be a very deep, above 50 EMA, followed by bullish engulfing pattern. That is all I'm looking at. Perfect. So now price did hit the level of resistance right here, but then it pushes back down from a bearish engulfing pattern. Now we do have a double top pattern right here on natural gas, which is right here. So looking at that, I'm not expecting some major moves or big moves, just expecting some pullback. We do have a bullish engulfing pattern, which is something I'm more interested in to take my buy trades all the way from here to here. Just go for the little scalp. But it's going to be very risky. If you see here, we have an exact same entry after the pullback, bullish engulfer. After the pullback, we had a bullish engulfer. But due to a big momentum candle, and we do not have a strong pullback, that is why I'm reluctant to take this an entry. But again, it is a valid bullish engulfing pattern. If you enter right here, 180 looks like 1220 pips, which is something like this and something like this. So that could be taken as a quick scalp or to the recent highs, which is right here. But again, looking at the double top and also a weakening in momentum in the RSI with a double top pattern, we can expect some pullback. If you don't want to take this trade, that is totally fine, as I'm personally looking at some more pullback above 50 EMA, and if at 50 EMA I see a condition like this, exactly like this, I will go long from here. Looking at the fact it did not form exactly at or inside my major zone, that is why I'm reluctant to take this double top trade. So it is totally fine. If there is something you feel that you don't want to take, that is totally fine. And if you want to wait for the better condition, which I'm personally doing, that is totally fine as well. So for now, looking at this double top, looking at this divergence, we have a chance the price can give us some more pullback, could be strong and above 50 EMA. And if at 50 EMA price forms a bullish engulfing pattern, it is an area where I'll be more interested to enter my buy trades rather than entering a buy trade right here, which is already high and already in a momentum, which is right here. So keep an eye, some more pullback above 50 EMA with a bullish engulfer will be my valid entry pattern and condition as well. Coming here on capital.com, right here it is not a valid bullish engulfer at is open above the previous candle. So for now, I'm just looking at simply some more pullback above 50 EMA bullish engulfer. That is all I want to see for my next buy entry. So we are still bullish for nat gas till the level above, which I've already mentioned in my yesterday's video, from where we want to see a bearish conditions. For now, some more pullback I want to see. And guys, and again guys, please always look for the best setups, best probability. In the market, you see lots of signals, but some signals may be weak. Some signals maybe doesn't have an extra confluence. For example, for nat gas here, let's say if that's a bullish engulfer. For me, it's really at the highest point, and after a big momentum candle, for me, the extra confluence will be a nice pullback. If you see here, a nice pullback here, with that, we have a pin bar, and if you have a bullish engulfer or something after the good pullback, that is fine for me to take an entry. If you look at a nice pullback, let's say we have a bullish candle here, that is something I'm more interested to take my buy trade. So for me, again, some more pullback I want to see. Looking at the double top and a weakening in momentum, that is something I'm expecting a price to pull back and then continue to push higher. Here on NEMEX, exactly the same like I mentioned yesterday, that we can see a possible rejection from here after this big push up. Simply bullish engulfer above 50 EMA is something I want to see for my next buy entry. Again, the zone above has been mentioned in my yesterday's video. Feel free to check them out and mark the next zone above. For now, we are still bullish for Netgas. On a daily, we have a strong bullish candle. We had a price made a new high, and that signals the price is going to push up, but pullback is something I'm expecting out of natural gas. Next up, we have gold. Now, first, let me show you the clip from my last video, which is something right here. We have an exact same condition. Now, if you're my student, you have learned this entry, which is my head and shoulder pattern. We had exact same condition. The rules are met, and this is clearly mentioned in my yesterday's video. So no one can say that it has not been mentioned. There was no ifs, there was no buts, as I've clearly mentioned these conditions. So let's see the quick clip and then we can continue from here. Let me see silver. Silver is forming head and shoulder pattern as well. Now we have a likely chance because gold is broken above, silver will also follow gold. So we have a left shoulder, we have a head, we have a right shoulder, rejection from here. Now for your entries, what do you want to see? Simply mark your termination zone exactly like this. Now you can see these numbers in blue. That is how my termination zone looks like. All I want to see, a pullback in the termination zone. That is all. We are not looking for sell trades anymore. Once we have a pullback, if the price forms bullish engulfer exactly like this, or a pin bar, or a 382 candle, that is all I'm looking at. If that happens, we are good to go long. If you have a condition like this within this rejection box at the right shoulder, that is the strongest entry for me for silver. Here on gold, exactly same. The price is forming a minor head and shoulder pattern. It is not a major head and shoulder pattern. So all I'm looking at a termination zone, which is right here, left shoulder. We have a head, we have a rejection here, and a right shoulder, which is right here. And you can also mark the right shoulder exactly like this. Exactly like this. All you want to see, a pullback to this green box. If we have that, and price forms bullish engulfer exactly like this, or 382 candle, pin bar, in that case we have a valid buy signal. Perfect. So as you can see, I've taken this trade, but I've not sent it as an alert because it was something very risky. And silver is something I've not tested heavily. Now here we had an exact same condition, bullish engulfer. Again, if you're my student, you don't need to wait for my signals. You can take your trades using a good risk management. And what do we have? After the hit of termination zone, price from a clear bullish engulfing pattern. Right, exact same entry, which is right here. Now, if you're my student, we have a pattern, which you know what pattern I'm talking about, which happened right here. It did not happen at the gold, but it happened here on silver. That was clear entry. 180 target has been hit, but I've chose to set up a bigger target and manage my trade something like this and keep my trade running till my take profit, which is right here, and manage my trade all the way up, secure some profits and move risk free. So that is how I take my trades and do my risk management. So for silver, we are bullish now. I'm expecting a price to push higher even further. Now, if you have a pullback above 50 EMA, simply look for the bullish engulfing pattern exactly like this. Bullish engulfer with a pullback is something I'm interested in silver, and keep on taking longs for silver. So not selling silver, just buying silver. Soon we are getting a bullish cross with that. If we have a bullish condition, I'm only gonna go long for silver. So keep an eye. The next zone, which is right here, which I'm going to mention in my upcoming videos, which is the minor zone, but major zone we have right up there, which I'm paying attention for the possible trades as well. So keep an eye at my next video where I'll mention all these zones as well. For now, just pull back and bullish engulfer is something I'm expecting, but a push up is something I'm also looking at here on silver. Now here on gold, now we are getting this bullish pattern, which is right here. This was not valid, as you know, if you are my student. It is a valid. If that closes the bullish engulfer, we have a valid head and shoulder bullish pattern will be completed here, and right here will be my entry, something like this. I'll keep my stop loss maybe an ATR below, roughly like this, and take profit. I will go 1-to-1 initially and then manage my trades accordingly. So that is something I'm looking at here on gold. Look at this bullish engulfer. If that happens, I'll have my valid buy signal and I will go long here on gold. If you are not an aggressive trader, wait till the price break above this termination box, which is 2930.50. Once we have broken and closed, that is itself an entry, less aggressive entry that confirms the price has broken out and will likely to push up from here. Otherwise, for the better reward risk ratio, it is my entry, and let's see how it closes. If it closes as a bullish candle, I will go long from here. Now, again, guys, take your trades on your own risk. Just my opinion. Nothing should be taken as any sort of trading advice. Look at the disclaimer at the start of the videos. Finally, we have crude oil. Now, crude oil, this trade did not play out. which is a bullish engulfing pattern. Clear signal that happens at the area of value. Now here we are still at the level of support. If that didn't play out, that is totally fine. Now we can still see another entry, which is right here. If we have a bullish engulfer here or a double bottom here, in that case I'm still gonna go long, as we are still in the level of major support, which is 65.79, goes up to 67.23, from where I'll be looking to enter my buy trades. But in that process, if we have a pullback above below 50 EMA, price forms a bearish engulfer, I'm gonna go short again. So if there is a buy condition first, I'm going to enter buy trade. If there is a sell condition first, I will take my sell trade. In that process, we might see a double bottom pattern. So double bottom pattern here on crude oil will be a best pattern, because crude oil run heavily with fundamentals. So keep an eye. We are still in the level of support. Once the support is broken and close as well, in that case, I'll start to look for my bearish continuation trade. So keep an eye here. We had a nice trade, remember, right here. And after that, this did not play out. That is totally fine, and it is a part of trading. So that is it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If you ask, subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.